and there was an accident, so I, of course, came here instead of calling 911, thinking that there was somebody here.
Frustration tonight after Good Samaritans found an empty fire station looking to get help after a crash. Tonight, there is no fire chief and a shortage of firefighters in Buckeye Lake. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Yolanda Harris.
And I'm Colin Dorsey in for Andrew. It's left the village without enough people to staff its own department at all times. I went to the village to get answers, and while I was there, I found that when trouble happens, you may find that nobody's home.
He said no one's in there.
Yeah, there's a car up underneath the semi up there.
A crash a third of a mile away from the Buckeye Lake Fire Department, but there's no one there to respond.
No, up on the ramp.
Terry Pegram and another woman pulling up to the fire department to call for help, but only found us and the village council president.
It was scary because I thought somebody was always here.
That accident happened here, and instead of crews coming from the Buckeye Lake station just down the road, they came from here, the West Licking station in Hebron. Village President John Lemmon says that crash is actually out of the department's jurisdiction, but if someone was here, they would have responded.
When we have staff, ours goes over there, theirs comes over here. It's kind of how the whole system is set up.
The village has been leaning on mutual aid from surrounding departments since its fire chief and several firefighters resigned last week, leaving it with just a handful on staff. But Wednesday, the fire department sat dark. Minutes before that crash at 11:04 this morning, a medical call came out for down the street while I stood in the dark fire station. 4 minutes later, this West Licking ambulance screamed by. Lemmon says the village is working to cover the gaps.
The typical staff of this firehouse is 2 people at a time. Other people are on call, and we still have that. I don't know who was supposed to be scheduled right now. We are trying to get more people in.
And I talked on the phone with Buckeye Lake Mayor Linda Goodman today. She says she's met with West Licking's fire chief, who assures her the village is covered when they don't have anyone on staff. She also tells me they've added firefighters to the department in recent days and hopes to have an interim chief hired in the next 24 hours.